Today in this video, we're going to talk about something for my self-employed borrowers. Yes, I found, I think, a good bank statement program for my self-employed borrowers. Check it out. Hi, I'm Rhonda Burgess, and I'm a real estate broker and mortgage underwriter here in the Nashville, Tennessee area, and my firm is Southern Living Realty Partners. Okay, my self-employed people, you know I ain't forgot about y'all. It's tax time. Tax time sucks when you self-employed, because I know right now you've been going through, do I write it all off? Do I pay all these taxes? What do I do? And you know, to get a standard, conventional, or government-backed mortgage, your FHAs, your VAs, your USDAs, you have to provide your tax returns. And I'll link the video that I did before about how you gotta eat it. You gotta eat them taxes for 2 years. You can't write nothing off in order for your tax returns to show a good adjusted gross income on line 11 of your 1040 form, okay? So, because that's how they calculate income for you self-employed people. Let me talk about back in the day. See, I had a mortgage company for 7-8 years or something like that. And we used to do a lot of, back in the day before the recession, 08, 09, we used to could do bank statement programs. And I've talked before on this channel where I was hoping, with everybody working the gig economy, everybody doing some version of self-employment or side hustling, that the powers that be would recognize that there need to be more programs for people like us self-employed, us hustlers, because we, the tax return thing just don't work for us. So I'm sitting here the other day and I'm thinking, I wish somebody would come through, right? And so as a realtor, I get a lot of emails from different lenders and everything. So I got an email the other day from a young man out of a mortgage company in Mississippi. And he was talking, and his email talked about these different programs that they have for the self-employed now, and that he has a true bank statement program. His name is Alonzo. I'm going to link his information in the description. I'm real particular about who I promote to you guys. I'm particular because I feel like that's my money. You understand what I'm saying? Whether you spending $50,000 or $500,000, I never want somebody to have a bad experience off of something that I told you. Okay, so let me tell you what I did. So I picked up the phone and I called him, and he answered the phone, because y'all know how I am about answering the phone. That's one of my pet peeves. I don't know how people think how they gonna be successful in business when they scared to answer their phone, or they won't answer their phone. But Mr. Alonzo did answer the phone on the first ring, and he was like, "How can I help you?" And I said, "Well, Alonzo, my name is Rhonda. I'm a realtor in Tennessee." I said, "I'm calling because I saw I got your email, and I just want to know about this bank statement program." And he's like, "Yes, cool. We can do bank statements. I can do personal or business bank statements. And, we're going to need 12 months bank statements. But we can go up to 90% loan to value." I said, "Okay, what's the minimum credit score?" He said 620. Okay, people. Okay. First of all, my self-employed people, I done told y'all, we got to have our credit together. We got to be, we got to be above, because they already hating on us because because we're not W-2'd. You probably hear my dog walking down the hallway in the background. I apologize. Anyway, so you got to have your credit. You should have been working on your credit score anyway. Get your credit score up as high as possible. But they will go down to a 620 score. Now, I don't know if at 620 to get 90%, or if at 620 to get, 80% or 75%. He just said a minimum of 620 score, okay? And they go up to 90%. So I'm excited, okay? Let me say this. It don't matter what the interest rate is. I've said this in another video. The interest rate is irrelevant. It's who can get you closed. Yes, I know. I'm talking about 10% down. I get it. That is a lot of money. But 10% is a whole lot better than 20%, 30%, whatever. Just the fact that somebody will play ball with us as self-employed and just go off of our bank statements. Because what they're looking for on your bank statements is two things. Number one, they're going to take your deposits over the last 12 months. They're going to add them up, divide them by 12. That's going to be your monthly income. This is how we get around the tax returns. Because what you're reporting on your, what you have going into your bank account every month, your deposits, that's going to be your monthly income. So that's a game changer right there. This is another reason why, and I'll link the video that I did before. This is another reason why I told y'all, you cannot be putting money in 12 different bank accounts. Because see, on the bank statement program, this is how it works. They're taking one bank account. One bank account. We're not doing 12. You're not going to bring in 12-month statements for 7 different accounts. This is why you should have always been putting your money in one account. They're going to take the deposits from that one account, and that's what they're going to use to configure and figure out what your monthly income is. That's what they're going to use to calculate your DTI. Okay? So again, you shouldn't have it in 7, 8, 10, 12 different accounts and moving money back and forth all the time. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I'm just going to tell you, as an underwriter, I'm not finna track your money down. You should have been putting your money in one account, and that's what they're going to use to calculate your income and your debt to income. Number 2, what they don't want to see on those bank statements is a bunch of overdrafts. Can I go there? Okay, look. If you're bouncing checks, you're bouncing debits or whatever, I don't know. You coming up with a lot of NSF funds, charges, fees every month. That's going to kill your deal. That is going to kill your deal. Putting it in too many accounts instead of one, like I told you maybe 2 years ago, and getting a lot of non-sufficient fund fees. That'll blow your whole deal right there. So before you call him, and I'll have his contact information below, you need to pull your own bank statements. Pull them all. They're all online these days, And I know most people, we don't even get them in the mail anymore. They come by email. It should be a PDF. You can go into your bank account and pull all your statements. So you need to go pull your statements, add up your deposits. Make sure you do not have a bunch of NSF fees. And then that's how you're going to calculate your income. Okay, one more thing that I was super duper excited about that he told me that they can do for my self-employed people. If you have your taxes prepared by an accountant, okay, and you have your statements done and certified by an accountant, they can take just your profit and loss statement prepared by your accountant instead of doing the bank statements. What you said. See, for those of you, you should have your business set up correctly, okay? Where you have an accountant who will sign off on your stuff, or you should at least be keeping up. You should be using QuickBooks or something where you can generate your statements, like your profit and loss, your balance sheet, different stuff like this. But you need to be able to see whether or not you're profitable or not. Now, see, this may save some of you who using them 7, 8 bank accounts and moving that money back and forth all the time and stuff like I told you not to. This may save you if you have an accountant who can do and sign off on your profit and loss statement, and it shows a good enough profit. That will make that can make your income and your DTI work. This is for my self-employed people. This is a game changer. Okay. I can't tell y'all how many, even though I have a VA loan, on my house. And this is I think this is my third VA loan. But I can't tell you how many properties I bought before where I did bank statements. I did bank statement loans, okay? Even on investment property, I had done bank statement loans. This is a game changer. Now, one thing I want to tell y'all about Mr. Alonzo, he's licensed in like 20 states. And I'm gonna tell you, he's not licensed in Georgia. They are not licensed in Georgia yet. Now, I don't know if they're working on becoming licensed in Georgia or not, but yeah, they're not licensed in Georgia right now. So my Georgia people, y'all gonna have to hold on. If I can find a good lender who does the bank statement program, I will let y'all know. If his firm becomes licensed in Georgia, I will update this video, let y'all know. But as of right now, they're not in Georgia. They're in Mississippi, obviously. They're in Mississippi. I asked him about Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, and Texas. He said yes, because that's where the vast majority of y'all are calling me from. So I know they're licensed in 20 states and their list is growing. But yeah, this is going to be a game changer. So if you show enough on your profit and loss statement, they can use your profit and loss that has been prepared and signed off on by an accountant. Again, I know you got to come up with 10% plus your closing costs, your own closing costs, okay? The rate will definitely be a little higher, because this is a non-qualifying mortgage. This is not a Fannie Mae, it's not a Freddie Mac, it's not a nothing, because it is not government related. It is not quasi-government related to Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae, okay, or Ginnie Mae. So what you have to deal with the interest rates that it has. But let me show you how you do this, okay? Anytime I've used a bank statement program, it's to get you in. Look, you got to get in it. You got to be in it to win it. You got to get in, okay? So what I did was I used my bank statement program. Like I said, the interest rate was a little higher. I'm everybody tripping off these interest rates. When I bought a house before this one, we bought this one at 16, but I bought another house in, I want to say like 07. My interest rate was 7.5. So I don't even know what everybody tripping on this 5% or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. So the interest rate will be higher. You're not going to get, again, don't be looking at bank rate thinking you're going to get them rates, because I've already went over that. You're not going to get them rates. Plus, this is a bank statement program. It's a non-qualifying program. He who has the gold makes the rules. So they can charge whatever they want to, because you can't just walk into a regular bank and get this loan, okay? But I say all this to tell you, this is what you do. Get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in. If they can get you in, and you only got to put 10% down, you got to come up with 10%. Okay, cool. Get into the house. Get it in your name. Pay that mortgage on time for 12 months. Turn around and refinance and get a lower rate. That's all you got to do. I kept one property. I think it was a condo that I had bought. I bought that with a bank statement program. I did. And let me tell you what I did. I kept that loan for 2 years, because what I did was, it was an investment property for me off the rip. I never lived in it. So what I did was I put renters in there, and the renters were paying like double what my mortgage payment was. Okay. So I used that and I paid down that loan. I was paying it down. The extra, I was just putting it on the loan. I wasn't paying just the note. I was paying like double the note, and I was making sure the other part was going towards principal. So what happened was, on that particular property, I ended up, I want to say I sold it at the end of the 2 years. I want to say I did. Or maybe, because I don't remember ever refinancing that property. But anyway, I sold it at the end of that 2 years. So By then, my credit score had jumped up something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a mortgage on here. I'm paying my bills. I'm paying my stuff on time. And I walked away. So none of the payments for that mortgage came out my pocket because I had a renter in there. Okay? So then when I sold it, I ended up selling it for the market had run up, but it wasn't crazy like this right here, like what we're experiencing now. But I want to say I sold a house and made like 50 something thousand off of it. I just used it to build up my credit. And then when I went back to the same lender and did another bank statement program for another property. So it's all about establishing yourself and establishing the relationship. That's why the interest rate is irrelevant. I need for y'all to get that. Don't harp on the interest rate. You got to get in. If you got the bank statements to prove that you make the money to be able to afford the house, you got the 10%, you got your closing costs, you can make this happen, do it. Do it. Because then what you can do, again, after a year's time paying on time, you can turn around and refinance. Then you'll be able to refinance with, more traditional financing with a qualifying mortgage. Your credit should have improved. Or you can turn around and sell it, and now you have a lender that you can go to. Again, my name is Rhonda Burgess, and I'm a real estate broker and mortgage underwriter here in the Nashville, Tennessee area. Again, I will link the contact information for Mr. Alonzo down in the description. If you need help with a bank statement program, I suggest you give him a call, see if he can work with you, see if he's licensed in your state. If you have any questions, you can reach me at 615-554-0832. Thank you, and as always, have a blessed day.